first of all, tell us what it was like being here speaking to all these women in Sarasota.
I travel all over the country speaking about my book, Promises I Made My Mother. When I got the invitation to come to Sarasota to speak to the Junior League, I thought, what more perfect audience for me than 300 women. I loved it. I had the best time, and from the moment I got out of the car, people have just been so wonderful and kind and supportive and appreciative, and that's the kind of audience you like. Plus, I kind of made them laugh, and I think maybe I got a tear out of them too.
You did. And tell us briefly why you wrote your book.
I wrote my book as a tribute to my mother, Mary Kirkpatrick Haskell. My mother died of cancer 30 years ago, and she had such an impact on my life and the life of my brothers and the life of the community of Amory, Mississippi. She was Mississippi's first school nurse practitioner, and she took care of everyone's kids as the school nurse in the school system there. And after she died, we were mourning her loss, and I decided I needed to do something to celebrate her life. So I was lucky that I was able to write this book, pay homage to her, tell stories of hope and faith and character and inspiration that she taught me that I used in my business life many, many years later. As I said during the speech, they're simple lessons in their explanation, but they're profound in their execution. And I did this in honor of my mother, who taught me so very much.
And looking back on your career in Hollywood, what was the biggest pinch me moment for you, having dreamed about this for so long?
I've had several pinch me moments in my career in Hollywood. One was getting to befriend the great Academy Award winning actress Bette Davis. Another was getting to meet Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, presidents of the United States. But the fact that Dolly Parton, one of America's icons, multiple award winning singer, actress, is our best friend and godmother to my children, that is probably the biggest pinch me moment of all.
And how do you think that the business has changed? What are we going forward?
The entertainment business has gone through many different phases, and I think that in many ways it's the same, in that people want to always make the best deal. What I miss about it is that there was once an attitude that it's not about making the best deal, but it was making the right deal. And the right deal means that you have to leave a little bit on the table when you have all the leverage, because the day is going to come when you have no leverage at all. And if you build a relationship from making the right deal, you'll make a good deal when you have no leverage. And that's how I live my life.
Anything else?
I think in this day and time, we're all looking for something positive to hold on to. Certainly from a financial perspective, from a political perspective, we're in a very, very tough time. And I think that we all need something positive to hold on to. We need to hold on to each other. We need to get back to God. We need to pray for the leaders of this country and pray that understanding will be present. You know, the thing that upsets us most in our daily walk is not understanding something. Why did she say that? Why did he do that? Why did they make that happen? But if we understand it, we may not like it, but we can get through it. And searching for understanding during these troubled times is what's most important.
And then last thing, how did you keep your grounding? How did you maintain who you were?
My maintenance of self has probably been something that I've worked at, and that people who love me encourage me to do. My wife, Mary, is one of the great influences of my life. She took over the moment my mother died. My mother, was always about doing the right thing and sharing your blessings and leading with character and kindness. But my wife, Mary, is every bit of that and more. And, she's raised our children that way, and she's supported every dream I've ever had in that same way. And I just think it comes from her, from my wife, Mary.